What's going on, guys? Mattio Daddio Mining here. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night. So the reason for tonight's video is to check where I am at mining Kaspa with my two KS0s. Before, I was just straight pool mining, and I don't know, a month or so, 3 weeks ago, something like that, I did a separate video, which I will link down in the description, where I set up my own Kaspa node. And I tried mining to that. I mined to that for 24 hours just to see where I would end up, and I ended up hitting no blocks, and I went back to pool mining. And, you see other videos around YouTube, people saying that they're actually having better luck solo mining than they are pool mining. So I figured, you know what, let me give that a shot. Somebody actually commented on my video saying, well, for an accurate test, you need to do at least a week on solo mining to see if it's actually more profitable or not. So you know what, I did that. Actually, it's been a little bit more than a week. It's been, technically it's been 10 days, but at the same time, it's actually kind of been 8 days. There was a 2-day period in there where my node went down and I wasn't mining to anything, so that kind of sucked. So I lost 2 days there. So actually, I was really only mining to it for 8 days. What had happened was I have my node set up on a virtual machine, and KDX here uses up hard drive space. I think I only had like 60 gigabytes allotted to it, and it burned through all of that. So actually, if anybody is watching this out there, if anybody knows how to, I don't know, set it up to recycle itself, because what I ended up having to do was I had to go to settings, and then I had to go to delete data directory and resync, which took, several hours. So if anybody out there knows how to set this up, I don't know, I did a quick check through it and I couldn't really find anything. But if anybody out there watching this knows how to have it auto delete the files so it can just keep going without having to screw with it, please let me know. I did, quick Google search about it. I didn't really find much. I didn't want to just delete the files out of the folder, and screw something up. So yeah, if anybody has more knowledge on that, let me know. So anyways, on to the reason that we are here, just to see, how many blocks did I hit when I was solo mining to my node. I actually hit in the 10 or really 8 days that I was up mining, I hit 12 blocks. So there are 8 on this first page, and then if we go over here, there are 4 on the second one. So 12 blocks, 8 days. That's not too bad. Let me check out, do a little bit of comparison here for you. Okay, if you see over here right now, I have my 2 KS0 set up here, and what we're averaging is about 200 Kaspa a day if we were to pool mine. Let's do some quick math on that real quick. Okay, so 200, well, I don't even need a calculator for this part, obviously, but 200 Kaspa times 8 days, that's 1600 Kaspa. So I hit 12 blocks in that 8 days. So let's do 12 times the block reward, which is 184.999. I'm just going to do 185. So 2,220 blocks, or not blocks, 2,200 blocks. That'd be awesome. No, so 2,220 Kaspa is what I've made in the last 8 days. If I was pool mining, I would have only made 1,600. So let's check out what I've been making. So this time limit right here is just, since I've just started it up, I've hit 6 blocks. Okay, so 79 divided by 24, 3.29. Let's times that by 200. So 658 Kaspa. That's what I would have made in that, that 79 hours or so if I was pool mining. So in that same 3 1/4 or so days, solo mining, let's see, I hit 6 blocks times 185, 1,100 blocks. So almost double. So I think that solidifies it right there. Solo mining at this point in time is definitely more profitable than pool mining. And that's, everybody's still worried about, the network hash rate going up and the profitability that's been kind of, dumping down lately. But, for those of us that have these KS0s, again for the umpteenth time. All you got to do is just set them and forget them. I mean, you know what? Yeah, ROI is not where we're going to want it to be. It's getting longer and longer. But I mean, really, at the cost of these running, and especially if you paid with this, with Bitcoin, hopefully nobody took out, any credit card stuff or loans or anything like that to buy these things. But I mean, if you bought this with Bitcoin, it's already paid for. I mean, yeah, you want to see that money back, but really, I mean, at the cost to run these things, it's not like it's taking 2,000 watts to run one of these where it's going to eat up your electric. I mean, really, all you got to do, even if it gets even worse, even if we're making 50 Kaspa a day pool mining, I mean, all we got to do is just set these things and forget them about them. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of excited for that part to be, where nobody's really talking about the KS0s anymore. And I kind of actually look forward to the time where I set this and I forget about it and like 2 months goes by and it's like, oh crap, I should check on that and see where I'm at. I'm actually kind of excited for that. Hopefully the price goes up and we're all, making buku bucks, but you know how that goes. You can wish in one hand and want in the other and see which one fills up faster. So the price of Kaspa, let's talk about the price of Kaspa real quick. Let me refresh this. I don't know how old it is. Alrighty, Kaspa. We are down. No, we are in the last 24 hours. We're actually up. Sorry, but we are at just barely under 3.5 cents. I mean, really would love to see this thing go back up. Bitcoin went back up from about 25,000 to 27,000 today, so that's fantastic. I think Doge went up too. Yeah, it went up by 3.7%. On a side note, I would love to see Terra Classic go back up. I mean, man, when that stuff was $120 a shot, right when that crashed, I put a few $100 in it, and I own I don't know, like 500,000 or 600,000 Terra Classic coins, and I mean, I put a couple $100 in, it just kind of in hopes that maybe one day if it just got back up to $1, not 10, not 120 where it was at its all-time high. Like if it just hit $1 again, that would be paying off my house. Obviously that's probably never going to happen. And like I just said, you can wish in one hand and what in the other and see which one fills up faster. But sometimes it doesn't hurt to just take a couple $100 and throw it in to something like that. And just see what it does. Nothing hurts there. So anywho, let's check out Ice River. So, and if everybody hasn't heard yet, they have unveiled. If everybody hasn't heard yet, they have unveiled a new miner, the Ice River KS3M. And I would still love to get. I mean, as much as Ice River's been screwing people lately, I still would love to get my hands on one of those. Absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely. And at $18,000, wish I had that kind of money to throw around. But on a side note, the KS0 has dropped yet again. I think last time it was at like $630 or $660, and now it is under $600. So that's pretty cool. The KS1 remains sold out at $5,600. That's pretty cool as well. Or not that sold out, but yeah, the price. KS2 has also dropped in price again. I think it was like 12, 13, somewhere in there, and now it's under 11,000. And there are still some in stock. I would love to get my hands on a KS2. I mean, there's no way in hell I'm dropping 10, 11, actually like 13 or 14 grand after all the tariffs and all that crap. Actually, I probably wouldn't even buy from Ice River again. I would probably go to Crypto Miner Bros. No sponsorship by them, but I think I've learned my lesson from here. Maybe. We'll see. Man, here's the new big boy. They have dropped the KS3L, and this is the new one, KS3M. One thing that I did not understand though is this is the 6 terahash version. This is the 8 terahash version. The 8 terahash version has 3,200 watts of power used, and this one has 3,400. So I wonder if that's a typo. I mean, why is this one have less hashing power and uses more power than the one that has 2 terahash more of hashing power? That doesn't make sense. So hopefully that's a typo. I'm actually looking forward to somebody that gets a hold of these things. Who knows? Maybe Greater Good Mining will get a hold of one of these. I mean, that guy's just stacked up with Ice River Kaspa miners. That's awesome for that guy right there. Definitely awesome. well, I think that's about going to do it for tonight, guys. Stay a really quick and down and dirty video just to see where I'm at mining with the two KS0s that I have. Everybody have a wonderful night and a better weekend when it gets here.